is starting up, though, today for a lot of our kids, so now's the time to get their heads back in the game. Ken is with our resident nerd to get your PC ready as they all head back to school.
Hey, here with Ryan again. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great.
So how was your summer?
Oh, it was great, except for my computer's kind of messed up a little bit.
What?
Well, I have a 4.5-year-old, and he's learning to use the computer, and he's downloading things.
What can they possibly do over the course of a summer with your computer?
Well, you know, as parents, we're working, we're doing all kinds of cooking dinner, whatever, and the kids playing on the computer. They're adding stuff, they're downloading music, playing games, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So now's the time we've got to clean it up before they first say, I need to do homework, or I need to do this. So, and it's all your fault, I need a new computer. So here's some quick tips to clean that sucker up. So let's say you want to just nuclear bomb that sucker.
Right,
okay?
just clear everything out.
You don't use it for anything other than just surfing the net and checking email. Well, you can just wipe that sucker clean and reinstall your operating system fresh. There's several places online. You can go to YouTube or just do a quick Google search for how to install Windows 7. And you can just go step by step on how to install everything. But you're going to want to back up your stuff first. Get an external drive or a thumb drive. Back all your stuff up, your emails, your contact lists, your pictures, your photos, all that stuff.
How long do you think it will take you to clear out your entire system using this Windows?
4 to 5 hours. It's going to be a weekend project.
You leave and then it just does it while you're...
Well, for the most part. I mean, you're going to have to click every now and then, but 4 to 5 hours of unattended access is generally what it's going to take. So let's say you don't want to do that. You don't have that much time to spend. You just want a quick cleanup in an afternoon kind of thing. So first stop, go to your ad remove programs. If you don't know how to get to it, it's just under your settings menu, under the control panel. You can get in there. Again, we found a quick tutorial online on how to do that. And you can just remove anything that you see in there that's just something you don't know or you don't like or you ask the kids about, Disney Junior or whatever. You can remove all that stuff. Something we always forget about is browser extensions. So if you're using Internet Explorer, Firefox, or anything, you can install things on the browser that actually doesn't show in the ad remove list. So go to the browser extensions, go into the settings. Again, you can remove just about anything in there. So that way you're not getting all these beeps and bongs and all kinds of stuff that are happening as soon as you get online. Next, download Microsoft Security Essentials. It's free, so there's absolutely no excuse to not have a good antivirus, anti-spyware nowadays. You don't need to buy it. You don't need to spend $69 on Norton or anything like that. Microsoft Security Essentials, absolutely free, and it is the best out there.
Nice.
Okay, so let's say now you've kind of cleaned it up. You've gotten all the viruses and spyware out. You've removed a bunch of programs. Everything leaves a little piece of junk around, like in your registry, and it slows things down. So use CCleaner. Again, this is absolutely free to use. You download it, install it, run it, and it'll clean up all the little junk that's left behind after you remove a program or your browsers and stuff. So next is, if you want to go in, let's say you need to do some preventative maintenance. Now you've cleaned it all up. You've said, okay, kids, get off that computer. So now you want to go in and create some user accounts. One for you, one for your wife, one for your kids. That way, when they're adding programs and things like that, it's all encapsulated into one specific user account. Next, set up parental controls. Windows 7 parental controls are super, super easy. All you got to do is, again, go back to the control panel, go to set up family safety, set up some user accounts, and then start setting up your user controls. Sorry, here we go, right here. So you can set up time limits, what kind of games they can play, whether it's like the 13-year-old games or the 7-year-old games or whatever. And you can have the computer turn off its internet access at set times.
That's extremely valuable. That's a great point right there.
So that way, if you're at work until like 3 or 4, and then your kids are home for that little 2-hour window, they can do all kinds of crazy stuff. But you can set it up so they can't do it, and it's password protected.
So we've cleaned it all up, we set this up, we did everything, and then we still keep my my private website.
Absolutely, especially if it's user account
I'm a grown man, I can do what I want. But you kids cannot. Always good to see you, man.
Hey, great to see you.
Coming up next hour, we're going to be talking about best ways to get some back-to-school stuff, online.
Oh, I've got some great shopping tips. It's incredible.
Going to have that coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. Marianne, back to you.
All right, very good.